If everyone could take your seat, please, we'll get started. Good morning. I'd like to call to order the Board of Trustees meeting for the Alabama Community College System. I appreciate each and every one of you for your interest here today, and I welcome you all. We've got a full house. Speaking of full houses, my heart is full. This is Heart Month. But I just wanted to point out a couple people who I want to recognize who came. I would love to say they came to see me, but they didn't. My best friend, Kristen Nelson, is our newly elected representative for District 38, got sworn in last Thursday. So welcome, Kristen, and her husband. I call him our bodyguard. Her husband is Sheriff of Chambers County, Sheriff Jeff Nelson, who is running unopposed for this next legislative session. We also have friends here from Leadership Jeff State, and welcome you guys here. Y'all were here early like me today, and I wanted to thank you guys for coming today. So this should be a great meeting. And then also, we get to spotlight one of my colleges, Southern Union, which is I'm an alum of, so I'm very excited about that today. A great deal of preparation has gone into the development of the documentation of this meeting, and I want to thank the Chancellor, all of his staff members, our presidents, and all of your staff members for the work that you put into making sure that we're prepared for these meetings. As always, we remain laser focused on student success and remain true to our core mission of adult education, workforce development, and academic excellence. So at this time, I would like to call the Reverend Shane Eisner to the podium, please. He is with the First Christian Church. Reverend Shane Eisner is the pastor at First Christian Church of Montgomery, Alabama, a Disciples of Christ congregation in the city's east side. They proudly proclaim and embody God's unconditional love in both who they welcome and who they serve, including several regular feeding ministries. Pastor Shane is married to Reverend Tabitha Eisner and is father to a 17-year-old who is a junior in high school, as well as starting this past January as a dual enrollment student at Trentham State in basic auto mechanics. Yay. At this time, I will turn it over to you, Reverend Eisner.
Thank you, ma'am. Will you all please join me in a spirit of prayer or contemplation? Spirit of endless grace, I stand before you and all at this meeting, feeling a wave of gratitude rolling over my heart. So much that surrounds us today feels fired and fiery. Outrage, both feigned and real, overheats many of a heart. So to witness accomplished schools where neighbors aren't judging, but turning ideas into futures with hope, that soothes the soul. Even amidst anxieties that many carry like coals without gloves, making every news story scarring, each prediction ashen, it can get debilitating. So to see people like my son coming home from Trentham more confident and responsible because of teachers offering him respect, not the soft bigotry of low expectations, that slakes my thirst for hope. Therefore, I pray that such gratitude sturdies the soul of every leader charged with stewarding this system, and may it guide all Alabama citizens blessed to resource it. May we do right by each other by being thankful for each other, which we pray in whatever name we know you best, confident that all prayers offered in love find their way home. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. If you all will please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Secretary, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Jeff Shale.
Present.
Mr. John Mitchell. Present. Ms. Valerie Gray.
Present.
Mr. Goodrich Rogers.
Present.
Mr. Ron Houston.
Present.
Mr. Lettlin Rowe.
Present.
Mr. Tim McCarthy.
Present.
Mr. Brenton Lightsey.
Present.
Dr. Yvette Richardson.
Present.
Governor Kay Ivey.
We have a quorum. Board members, in advance of this meeting, you received a set of minutes. I'm sorry, we need to approve the agenda. Prior to this meeting, you received the agenda that is before you. Do I have a motion on the floor to accept the agenda?
So moved.
I have a motion from Mr. Shell,
Second.
second from Mr. Houston. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those please say aye or raise your hand with a voice vote.
Aye.
In addition to the agenda, all board members received the minutes from the last board meeting from January the 14th. I hope you've had time to review those. If no questions, I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes as submitted.
So moved.
A motion from Mr. Rogers. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Shell. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Okay. Madam Secretary, we have anyone signed up for public comment? Okay. Now, as y'all hear me say every single month, this is my favorite part of the board meeting. And again, just when I think it can't get any better, every month, it gets better. So, with that, I would like to introduce President Todd Shackett with Southern Union for our college spotlight for Southern Union Community College.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you, Madam Chairman, Board of Trustees, Chancellor Baker for allowing me to represent Southern Union today. I've got two of my team members here today. I've got Dean Eric Sewell, if you stand up, of our technical division, and my HR partner, our Director of HR, Lakeisha Barnett. So that's also representing Southern Union. I know a lot of us at the colleges have really a lot of commonalities. So what I want to focus on today is what we've done in the area of economic and workforce development. For years, it's been a special emphasis for us. Really, to me, we like to look beyond the diploma, the degree. And the real win for all of us here in the state of Alabama is connecting the opportunities that are in our community, the needs, the skill needs, and making sure our students are aware of what those possibilities are, and raising the awareness, making the connections, and helping them to find hopefully their passion, their talent, and connecting that talent to what we need as a state. And I think we've done very well at that. And I see more and more at our K-12 partners, we're looking in very much the same manner, because what shows up as academic excellence may not be necessarily viewed the same way. And what I mean by that is just because you're good in a lecture environment doesn't necessarily mean you'll be successful with what we need in the community. For example, to me, the ability to solve problems is very much undervalued sometimes. And if you look at across industry, across businesses, across any organization, problem solving is probably one of the key skills you can have to be successful. So with that, we put together a video for you to see some of the work we've done. At the heart of it is building relationships. I think we've done a very good job. Each of our programs has an advisory team around it, that whether it be health sciences, industrial, and so on. So to make sure we have those relationships and to make sure we're always providing relevant education that matches the needs. And we also focus a lot on work-based learning and connecting those students with job opportunities when they leave us. We hired a person about a year and a half ago to focus on the non-technical, non-health science pathways, and we're starting to see a lot of traction, momentum there as well. So with that, I want to show the video that talks a lot about how we integrate with our economic and workforce development people.
Our ability to provide employees and also train current employees have been a major factor in companies determining to come to East Alabama. One of our primary goals is to make sure these businesses that are already located here get the workforce skills they need, that we make connections with our students to know about these opportunities that are presented, and making sure that we're always keeping our curriculum relevant to the actual technology and processes and methods that these employers are looking to employ.
It's about building relationships for sure. First, you have to listen. You have to listen to the needs of the employers, understanding what their needs are, understanding their operations and their people and their culture, and then trying to align programs that can help them develop their workforce. We have a lot of standard programs that we offer as far as developing students that go out in the workplace, but for a lot of companies, we can do custom training designed to meet their specific needs.
Southern Union is a very important partner with the city of Opelika, whether it's recruiting new companies or helping our existing companies grow and expand, creating new jobs. Opelika is very blessed to have a lot of great companies that have decided to choose Opelika as home. And one of the things that I think seals the deal at the end of the day is Southern Union's middle name, community. If we can get them to come visit our city, they'll see it. It's tangible, and that sense of community where we're all pulling together, rowing in the same direction, and Southern Union is right there with us.
When you're trying to attract industry, one of the most important things is having a skilled workforce and having the right skill set in your workforce. And Southern Union does a fantastic job of creating those skill sets. If we have a company who doesn't have the certain skill set they need, then they can send their employees to Southern Union and they'll train them and they'll teach them new skill sets. So they're always adapting, and that's one of the most important things for us in economic development to stay competitive, is have the ability to offer new skill sets. As technologies and industries change, we need our local area to keep up with that, and we can do that because of Southern Union.
In order to expand our services, our needs are evolving. They have been able to evolve with us and be able to produce graduates in our community to meet those expanding needs. We have to have a ready pipeline of employees to be able to fill those roles, and without Southern Union, we would just not be able to do that. They're key to serving the healthcare of our community.
Southern Union keeps up on technology. When I ask them about new technology that we're just hearing about, they've already got programs or systems in place that can at least help us keep our people trained on that. Whenever I ask if you can do this, the answer is we can. For absolutely everything that I've ever went to them for, from helping us with recruiting to training needs, that's been super helpful to be able to hand that part of our business off to them and them just take over for us.
The relationships I've built at Southern Union have allowed me to stay local and succeed locally. And going to school and learning the heating and air trade has allowed me to progress a lot further in the heating and air field.
The teachers, even down to the deans, president, they always there. If you want to talk, they will be there. If you need something, they don't mind reaching out, you can come to them. Southern Union wants you to succeed.
It's really about developing people, our students. When we raise the level of somebody's education and training and they're able to go out and get a job that pays more, they're taxpayers, they're raising the level of income for their families. That supports the economy.
We've seen success with a lot of our partners where their performance levels are maybe okay. They send their employees to us and they see higher yields, more reliability, they see less turnover of their employee base. All those things to contribute to overall economic health of that business, which leads to economic development.
So we can show videos, we can talk numbers. I always think the most impactful, at least for me, that talks to me the most is hearing from the people who have succeeded. You saw two of our success stories in the video. The first one, a young lady, and she'll tell you this, but she had to leave school in the 8th grade to have a baby. Came to Southern Union to get her GED, came to the program, and now she's at Pratt & Whitney, and with a little bit of overtime, she's probably gonna make 6 figures this year. So completely changed her life, her son's life. It was just amazing to see that. And the second person you'll see is a friend of mine now. I've gotten to know him over the years. He's my HVAC guy. It's Forrest Harmon. And he's going to tell you about his success story and how he went through Southern Union.
Good morning, and thank you for the opportunity to speak today. My name is Forrest Harmon. I'm the owner of Harmon Mechanical in the Opelika-Auburn area. I'm here to share how Southern Union State Community College helped shape my career and why community college are so important to the skilled trades. Right out of high school, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. Like many 18-year-olds, I wasn't thrilled about the idea of more school, but my parents encouraged me to go out and get a degree. The day before I registered at Southern Union, I got a job at a local heating and air company. The combination of working during the day and going to school, that changed my life. At the time, the HVAC classes were held in a small shed with no air conditioning. It wasn't glamorous, but the training was solid. The instructors truly cared. Soon after I graduated, though, thanks to funding and support, Southern Union upgraded to a modern facility with hands-on training equipment and, most importantly, air conditioning. The education I received gave me a strong technical foundation and helped me move up quickly in the field. In 2019, I started my own company. I didn't know much about running a business, but I knew my trade and I knew how to work hard. Today, we have 8 service vehicles on the road. We're building a new office. We both serve both residential and commercial customers across our region. As I grow, I continue to hire students from Southern Union because I know they come prepared. When you support community colleges, you're not just funding schools, you're building Alabama's workforce, supporting small businesses, and creating real opportunities for people like me. I'm proud to be from Southern Union, and I'm grateful for your continued support, and thank you.
So I'm going to brag a little about Forrest here. So quick story, about 4 years ago, if you all remember Christmas time, how we had that cold stretch for several days in a row. So my wife and I wake up Christmas morning and no water in my house. So I call up Forrest, hey, we know it's Christmas Day. So later on this week, could you or one of your guys come over? I think we got a burst water line. I've got no water to my house. So I get my stuff and I go over to my son's apartment to take a shower. I come back and this guy's in my front yard with his pickaxe and fixing my problem on Christmas Day. And I found out later that was just the first of several stops. You get home at 9, 10 o'clock at night. And the icing on the cake was that was the day he was going to ask his girlfriend to marry him. And he had to put it off till the next day. So not only is he a great technical person, a great business person, but he's an incredibly hard worker. And I'm just so proud to see his success and that we were a small part of that. So thank you all.
Thank you, Forrest. Thank you, Forrest. Thank you, President Shackett and all the Southern Union team. Incredibly proud of you guys. And actually, Forrest, we may have found you a potential new employee. As of last night, we found a student in 11th grade from Lynette High School who's interested in HVAC. And my A1 team at Southern Union has already reached out to him. So I'm incredibly proud of the job that you all as a team do at Southern Union. We're going to move on to item 8 for executive, legal, and public information. Item 8A1, our action items is professional, legal, and liability insurance. It is recommended that the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees authorize the Chancellor and his appropriate staff to negotiate the terms of and obtain professional legal liability insurance within certain prescribed parameters and report such to the board. It is further recommended that the ACCS authorize and direct each college and the Alabama Technology Network to purchase professional legal liability insurance under the policy recommended by the Chancellor for the coverage period March 1 of 26 until March 27. Our fiscal consideration is a maximum of $348,000. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I have a motion from Mr. Rogers. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second from Mr. McCarthy. Are there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your hand or a voice vote.
Aye.
Okay, we're going to move on now to item 9, which is instruction, research, development, adult ed, facilities, fiscal, information technology, and workforce development. Item 9A1, we move over to Bishop State Community College for an associate in applied science and funeral services education. It is recommended that the ACCS Board approve Bishop State Community College's application for an associate in applied science and funeral services education to be implemented the fall semester of 2026. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I have a motion from Mr. Shell. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Houston. Do we have any points of discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your hand or a voice vote.
Aye.
Item 9A2, we are moving over to Lurleen B. Wallace Community College. This is for a new off-campus instructional site for diagnostic medical sonography. It is recommended that the ACCS Board approve Lurleen B. Wallace Community College's application for a new off-campus instructional site in support of their diagnostic medical sonography at East Alabama Health to be implemented the fall semester of 2026. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I have a motion from Mr. Mitchell. Do I have a second?
Second.
A second from Mr. Lightsey. Any points of discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your hand or a voice vote. Item 9A3, we are moving to Reed State Community College. This is for an associate in applied science and nursing. It is recommended that the ACCS Board of Trustees approve Reed State Community College's application for an associate in applied science and nursing to be implemented this fall semester of 2026. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I have a motion from Mr. Mitchell. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second from Mr. McCarthy. Courtney. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your hand or a voice vote.
Aye.
Item 9A4, Calhoun Community College. This is for an associate in applied science in film and multimedia production. It is recommended that the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees approve Calhoun Community College's application for an associate in applied science in film and multimedia production to be implemented in the fall semester of 2026. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I have a motion from Mr. Rogers. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second from Mr. Houston. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your hand or a voice vote.
Aye.
Item 9A5, Marion Military Institute. This is for an associate in applied science and criminal justice. It is recommended that the ACCS Board of Trustees approve Marion Military Institute's application for an associate in applied science and criminal justice. This is to be implemented the fall semester of 2026. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I have a motion from Mr. Lightsey. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. McCartney. Do we have any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your hand or a voice vote.
Aye.
Item 9A7, Snead State Community College. This is for an associate, did I skip one?
Number 6.
Marion. Yep. Item 8A6, sorry, Marion. This is for an associate in applied science and fire science. It is recommended that the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees approve Marion Military Institute's application for an associate in applied science and fire science to be implemented the fall semester of 2026. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I have a motion from Mr. Roan. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Lightsey. Do we have any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your hand or a voice vote.
Aye.
All right, now we're going to move over to Snead State, item 9A7. This is for a Certificate of Practical Nursing, a PN. It is recommended that the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees approve Snead State Community College's application for a Certificate in Practical Nursing program. This is to be implemented the fall semester of 2026. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I have a motion from Mr. Rogers. Do I have a second? Second from Mr. McCartney. Do we have any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your hand or a voice vote.
Aye.
Item 9A8, we are moving down to Bay Minette to Coastal Alabama Community College. This is for the Bay Minette Campus Tennis Facility. It is recommended that the ACCS authorize Coastal Alabama Community College to proceed with the project name Bay Minette Campus Tennis Facility. Construction contracts shall be executed no later than May the 1st, or this authorization shall expire. The expected milestones for this project are as followed. Construction start date of first quarter of 2026, substantial completion of fourth quarter of 2026, and a final completion by the fourth quarter of 2026. Do I have a motion to approve?
So move.
I have a motion for Mr. Shell. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second for Mr. Houston. Do we have any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your hand or a voice vote.
Aye.
Item 9A9, Northwest Shoals Community College. This is the Phil Campbell campus renovation. It is recommended that the ACCS Board authorize Northwest Shoals Community College to proceed with the purchase of FF&E for the project name Phil Campbell Campus Renovation. FF&E contracts shall be executed no later than June the 1st of this year, or this authorization shall expire. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I have a motion for Mr. Lightsey. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second for Mr. Rogers. Do we have any discussion? Excuse me. Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your hand or voice vote.
Aye.
Item 9A10, Jefferson State Community College. This is the Chilton-Clanton Campus Workforce Development Projects. It is recommended that the ACCS Board of Trustees authorize Jefferson State Community College to proceed with the project name Chilton-Clanton Campus Workforce Development Projects. Construction contracts shall be executed no later than May the 1st of 2026, or this authorization shall expire. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I have a motion from Mr. Houston. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Shell. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your hand or a voice vote.
Aye.
Item 9A11, Wallace Community College, Dothan. This is the Ozark Dale Medical Center renovation. It is recommended that the ACCS Board of Trustees authorize Wallace Community College to proceed with the project name Ozark Dale Medical Center renovation. Construction contracts shall be executed no later than May the 1st, 2026, or this authorization shall expire. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
A motion from Mr. Mitchell. Do I have a second?
Second.
A second from Mr. McCartney. Do we have any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your hand or a voice vote.
Aye.
Okay, we're going to move on to item 10, which is personnel. Do we have any personnel reports? Okay. Now we're going to move on to item 11, the Chancellor's report. Chancellor, I'll turn it over to you.
I think I'll call him Neil Scott.
Change it up.
Yep.
Good morning, Board. Good morning to all of our guests and presidents and system office staff and others. So glad to be able to be here with you today, and hope you're preparing for a happy Valentine's Day weekend. As of yesterday, our colleges have enrolled over 89,000 students in 4-credit courses for spring 2026. That's for 4-credit courses, 6.2% increase over the same date last year. That's over 5,100 more students than were registered on the same date last year. So 23 of our colleges are showing enrollment increases for spring 26. Turning our attention to credit hour production, those same students are enrolled in over 737,000 credit hours. That's a 5.1% increase over the same date last year, over 36,000 more credit hours, and 22 of our colleges are showing an increase in credit hour production. So these are very encouraging numbers. We know that here in just a few weeks, our colleges will be finalizing registration for the spring mini term. So we do expect these numbers to shift just a little bit more going forward. And then of course it won't be long before we're really turning our attention to the summer and fall terms. So that's a very brief update for you today. I just want to say thank you to our presidents and their staff and their faculty for the tremendous work that goes into recruiting every one of these fine students. So are there any questions? All right. Well, thanks to each of you.
Thank you, Neil. Okay, nothing further from the Chancellor's report. Do we have any committee reports? We're breezing through this pretty fast. Okay, our work session will immediately follow this. And then our next board meeting will be March the 11th, right back here at 10 a.m. Central Time next month. Motion to adjourn. So moved. So moved. I'll give everybody just a second to leave if they need to. Quick. Okay, we'll call the work session to order. And Mr. O'Brien, I call you to the podium.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The first three items on the work session agenda are all current mission statements for Sneed, LBW, and Chattahoochee Valley. Are there any questions relating to any of the mission statements? We'll move on to the next item, which comes from Wallace Hansville. It is a request that the Board of Trustees authorize the President of the college to expend $720,687 for the purchase of a 56-passenger Prevost tour bus. The bus will supplement the current fleet and support the transportation of athletic teams, student performance groups, and other student activities. Are there any questions related to this item? The next item comes from Calhoun. It is a request that the Board of Trustees authorize the President to name the Kelly Gymnasium basketball court as the Bobby Shuttlesworth Court and to add appropriate signage. The college seeks to recognize Coach Shuttleworth for his years of service, selfless dedication, and tremendous success as a coach. Are there any questions relating to this item? The next item also comes from Calhoun. It is a request that the Board of Trustees authorize the President to name the college's softball field as the Myra B. King Field and to add appropriate signage. The college seeks to recognize Coach King for her years of service, selfless dedication, and tremendous success as a coach. Are there any questions on this item? The next item is a Chancellor's recommendation and request that the Board of Trustees authorize the Chancellor to approve amendments to existing agreements between Alabama Community College System institutions and providers of bookstore operation services. Are there any questions related to this item? The next item comes from Southern Union and is a request that the Board of Trustees approve the college's application for a new off-campus instructional site in support of their aviation maintenance technology program to be implemented in the fall semester 2026. The new instructional site will be at the college's new hangar at the Auburn Airport. Are there any questions relating to this item? The remaining items are all facilities items, and I'll turn the floor over to Mr. South.
Good morning, board members and Chancellor Baker. This morning we have 7 items to share with you. The first one takes us down south to Mobile, to Bishop State. At Bishop State, we have what is known as the truck driving school. And board members, we're looking at a new classroom facility and space for the instruction that is provided there. This is located, board members, in the south and western corner of the city. Currently, the building that we have is not ideal, and so the college has really tried to step up and to do some things to provide a more pleasant and appropriate training space. And at the same time, as the program is one of the most popular in the state and the demand continues to grow, we have also added additional classroom instruction space as well. The yellow rectangle that you see there is the proximity of where this building will be going. And as you take a look at the layout, we have included in there as well office space. And then part of the challenge that we've had out there is that the existing facility has not always been that conducive, and so we're able to address issues such as record storage and so forth to help with the location. As part of this effort, one of the requirements that we have is to provide a storm shelter, and so we put this appropriate facility in there as part of that requirement. Board members, any questions about the truck driving school and this new classroom space for that program at Bishop State? The next one, board members, will take us down to, here in Montgomery to Trentham. As we take a look at this project, board members, this is part of this effort that we have ongoing with the Montgomery Public Schools. And so we are working right now to provide facilities for those that will be coming from the Trentham campus in West Montgomery to Patterson. And so we do have this facility here where we're looking to fit it out. It's currently not utilized, and so will be repurposed for those programs and so forth that will be coming from the West Campus to Patterson. As you look at this slide and in the documents that we included in your packet, the area that is highlighted and shaded is where we will be doing our work. We've included in there a demolition and then a new layout plan for that space. And then we'll also do some other improvements on the exterior of the building as we seek to restore it and make it look new and clean. Board members, any questions about the project that is known as Building F and the repurposing of it at the Patterson campus for Trentham State? The next one, board members, takes us to Selma, out to the west of us, and specifically to the Selma campus itself as part of Wallace Community College Selma. In this particular project, board members, we're taking and doing some work in the library. This building is a dual building where you have the library and then you go from being peaceful across the hallway into a gymnasium with all kinds of activity. So our focus is on the library portion, which is to the left of the picture that you see here. And in the effort that many of our colleges are moving forward with to right-size their libraries, so too Wallace Selma is doing the same thing. And so as they right-size the library and the program they offer there, they're also expanding it into a service center for the students. It's a one-stop effort and wraparound service for the students there to continue to enhance their efforts to help students that come to the college. As you look at that, the library is going to be reduced significantly, but then we take and we develop these other areas for the students to be able to have this one-stop location as they come into this area. Our bids, board members, will come in for this project later on in February, and then we expect to be able to move forward with this sometime in the latter part of the first quarter, moving into the second quarter, and this project will be completed as we go into the fall. Any questions, board members, about this one-stop student service success center effort to repurpose the library at Wallace Community College, Selma? The next one, board members, takes us up north, back up to Huntsville, and specifically at Drake State, we are moving forward with another renovation in Building 200 on that campus. Last time we were before you with Building 200, we were talking about efforts to repurpose part of that building for HVAC. Now we're moving forward with additional work to refit this space for an industry partnership that is developing in that part of the state and with the college. As we take a look at this, it is really designed and is going to move very quickly in the schedule, in that the service provider is needing this space very much so as we go into the summer months and into the early fall. We do expect that we'll be taking bids and bringing those results back to you in the course of the next 4 to 6 weeks, and construction beginning in April. Board members, any questions about the renovation of Building 200 on the campus of Drake State? The next project, board members, pulls us down to the central and eastern part of the state at Gadsden. Up there in Gadsden at the Valley campus, there is a building known as Prater Hall. And this is it is the largest building that we have at that campus location in Valley. It's experiencing a series of roofing issues and leaks, so we're moving forward to address those issues. We do expect, board members, as we respond and proceed with the bids on this, that they'll come in later this month, and we'll bring those results back for board action in the March board meeting. We've been successful in funding for this, even though it's not included here, with efforts that the college has made to secure some external grants to be able to make this project also possible. Board members, any questions about the roofing project on Prater Hall at the Valley campus at Gadsden State? Board members, the next two take us down to Lurleen B. Wallace Community College in Andalusia, and specifically starting with the Jeff Bishop Student Center. We also have this as another roofing project. Board members, it's fairly straightforward. We're looking at going into this roof and addressing leaks and so forth. This is a unique solution that we've identified where sometimes our roof systems are in good enough condition where we can go and put a seal coat on these and extend the life of these roofs another 20 or more years. So we're pleased with that. And so that is this effort that we see happening. And as part of that, we'll also address drains and metal work and so forth that's associated with this roof project at the Jeff Bishop Student Center. Board members, any questions about this project? We'll take bids later this month and bring those results back for board action in the March board meeting. And then the last one, board members, is also there on the Andalusia campus at LBW. This one is across the street at what is known as the Dixon Performing Arts Center. Board members, similar to the Student Center, as we look at this building, we're going to be going in, making corrections to areas where the roof needs attention, and then coming back with a new seal coating solution that will extend this roof system another 20 years under a warranty. We'll take bids on this project, board members, also on the 19th of February, and have those results to bring back for board action in the March board meeting. Any questions about the Dixon Center roofing project? Board members, that's all we have. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you, Mr. Salmon. Do we have any other items to come before the board during the work session? Hearing none, we stand adjourned.